Get ready with me as we talk about one thing that makeup and sexual pleasure have in common: freedom of expression. So, hair is up, seated feels on, Dexter's present, so let's get started. First, what is sexual pleasure? So, sexual pleasure encompasses the physical and psychological satisfaction through shared or solitary experiences that can promote sexual health and well being. Some factors that allow sexual pleasure to thrive include privacy, communication, consent, safety, and maintenance of sexual rights. And although there are a bunch of factors that enable sexual pleasure, you may be wondering, well, how does this relate to human rights specifically? Sexual pleasure is actually key to sexual rights, and alongside sexual rights, there's sexual health, and the three kind of intertwine to form this triangle, and you kind of need each of them to support each other. So, for example, in order to uphold sexual rights, you need to have information on how to achieve sexual pleasure, but you also need the highest attainable possible sexual health. And then to maintain or reach sexual pleasure, you need to have upheld sexual rights and also information of sexual health to benefit the pleasure. So how does that specifically relate to freedom of expression? The right to education and information in the context of sexual pleasure would entail that individuals know how to express their preferences, which is essential to having both consensual sexual pleasure, but also to understanding how to advocate for yourself, which would benefit comprehensive sexuality education, consent education, and also reduce stigma. So to uphold that freedom of expression to the highest degree, we need a sex-positive approach to education and information about sexual pleasure. And even though we only talked about freedom of expression today, there's so many other human rights that are intertwined with sexual pleasure